small money coin.
Okay, look at this one. This is big.
At 440 points.
We're gonna need a tiebreaker.
Jungle.
Is correct!
Progress.
Welcome everyone. This is Whiz Jr. My name is Angela Park.
Welcome everyone. My name is SJ. Now, Angela.
Yes.
Here's a story. The other week, I was in the elevator, right, as usual, and then in came this cute, pretty, beautiful woman. And not only was she attractive, she smelled so nice. Oh, I can't forget that scent.
All right. Wake up. Back to reality. We're at work right now, SJ. But I kind of see what you mean, though, because smell is very important at kind of pulling at us. And there is one particular scent that I've been really addicted to lately.
Stop it. I know it's my scent.
I don't need to stop it. It ain't you, SJ. But it is the scent of, you know, that youth and passion and vigor that we feel here on Whiz Jr.
That's right. We always feel it with each and every episode here on Whiz Jr. And once again, today, this week as well, we're in the great city of Daegu with 16 contestants from 4 different schools and teams. So without further ado, we are going to meet them. So, first and foremost, from Daegu's Changsan Elementary School, this is Team Wings with Dohyun Dongjae, Doyeon and Sunbum.
Cheer! Fighting!
And next we have Team KNCL, hailing from Daegu Daeso Elementary with Konho, Yerin, Junseok, and Donghoon.
We are best we can be. Here for victory. KNCL fighting!
All right, now introducing Team Lucky Thor from Daegu Warsaw Elementary School with Hyobin Yeonji, Yeso and Jian.
Lucky. We are the lucky ones. Lucky for fighting!
And finally, we have hailing from Daegu Jungang Elementary. Here is Team Apple with Subin, Siu, Jium, and Sehyun.
We are Apple.
All right, those are your contestants for today. Let's get excited. I'm pretty sure this is going to be another interesting episode of Whiz Jr. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into round 1. This is
Go, go, go.
Get ready. This is round 1 with Go, 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 where all of our contestants are clue givers, have 60 seconds to get as many words as possible.
That's right. So before the show started, we had our 4 teams pick out letters spelling quiz to determine the order. And first up, I do believe Wings were the team that they got the letter Q, so they will be first. Let's invite them up to take their turn. So we have Wings, and they are standing by ready.
That's right. So Doyeon is going to be our clue giver,
yes.
right? All right, let's give him 60 seconds on the clock.
Oh, this is a person that make students learn. Teacher. Pass. This is a country. Pass. Pass. This is what we wear. Pass. Shoes. When we go mountain, we pass. I have a sister and brother. We give presents and the other word of present.
Picky. Piss.
Time is up.
There's a lot of passing going on for that team. Usually you pass to find a better word, but they were struggling a little bit to find that better word, right?
That's right. They were able to get 2 words worth 40 points. Good job, guys. Let's get you guys back up there. And selecting the letter U, they're going second. It's Team KNCL. Let's get you guys up here. Let's go, go, go. Now, Tongwon leading the way for Team KNCL. We'll put 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go, go, go.
We eat at night. Chicken? No, this. We wear this.
Church?
No.
Tea?
No.
Why church?
This. Like this. This one. This one.
Porket?
Yes. We eat something like potato chip. Chip? No. Pass. Pass. This is water and many fishes in there.
Ocean?
Oh, not ocean, but river, right?
That's right. I think Yedin is like my favorite person ever now because what else do you eat at night? Chicken, right?
And I'll be honest with you. We had the other team, Wings.
Yes.
The first thing I thought of was chicken.
Chicken wings?
Exactly, chicken wings. But yes, we do eat chicken, but it was dinner.
Yes.
What we eat at night, right? You were able to get 1 word. Don't worry, we have many games out there. 20 points. Let's get you guys back up there.
Going third. Now, Team Lucky 4 selected the letter I, meaning they are third. Let's bring them up here. We have a team of all girls representing Lucky 4. Now, Yesha will be the clue giver for us today. Let's see how the girls fare. Here's your 60 seconds.
You could carry things in this thing, and you could carry this all over. And when this is an animal that crawls, and it's slow in stories, and it swims in the ocean, and it can be on land.
Turtle.
When you go on vacation, you sleep in this place, and you pay money for this.
What?
You sleep in this place.
Hotel?
Yeah. When you eat pizza with this kind of thing, and it's made with cucumber and other
Pickle.
Pass. It says the store is this or closed.
Pass.
This country has a lot of earthquakes, and it's next to our country.
Japan.
Japan.
Ooh,
You got the
yep.
right in there.
Absolutely last second there. That
That's
was like
right.
just a slew of clues coming out at them, right?
And some of the clues were quite interesting because, what do you eat with pizza? I guess only here in Korea do you eat it with pickle, right? 5 different words worth 100 points. Great job, guys. Let's get you guys back up there and invite, last but not least, going forth with the letter Z. It's Team Apple. Let's get you guys up here. Let's go, go, go. All right, up next and going forth, Angela, what am I eating right now?
Apple.
Team Apple going up next, of course, with the clue giver, Sinan. So here's 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go, go, go.
It is kind of like a plus and minus. It is subject. Plus, minus.
Math?
Yes. We to music. We blah blah to music.
Play.
No, we blah blah.
Listen.
Yes. It is not pink, but it is not red. It is mixed.
Orange.
No, it is not purple. Yes. We need to blah blah at night.
Sleep.
Yes. We open the door and we
Close.
yes. Head has
Hair.
yes. After fall.
Winter.
Yes. Marrying. Similar to what? Marrying. Marry.
Oh, wow.
Man, those are some good. She just said a sentence and said blah blah, and then the team would just fill that blah blah in.
That's right.
That was
There's some
good.
telekinesis going on there. They know, they read each other's minds, okay?
Apple, great job to you guys. Let's send you back up to the stand. So we had quite an exciting start for Go 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 with our 4 teams.
Now it's time to take a look at their scores right now after the first round.
Apple, they're in the lead with 140 points. Second place, we have Lucky 4 with 100 points. Then Wings with 40 points. And KNCL with 20 points.
That's right, but don't worry if you're behind because there are so many points to be won in many of the rounds that we still have remaining. Speaking of which, let's jump right into round 2. This is True or False.
And here we are at True or False, one of our more simpler rounds, I think. We basically have 5 statements given to our teams, and if they think each statement is true, they press O. If they think it's false, then of course they press X.
That's right. Now you can't change your mind once you have pressed one of the answers, so think carefully, listen carefully, and if our contestants are ready, let's take a listen to our first True or False statement.
The ear is the coldest body part men and women have in common.
I see them touching their ears. Wait, is your ear colder than mine? No, it's the same.
Well, no, I'm pretty hot right now. Who knows? But is it true or false? Let's get your answers in now. 3 seconds.
All right. They seem to all be on the same page. True. Now, is it true?
It is. You know, when I was young, I remember my mom told me if I burned my fingers over something, because
you have to touch your ear.
Yeah, because I did a lot of that when I was young and didn't learn my lesson. But yeah, I guess it is the coldest part of your body.
And that applies to both men and women, right?
That's right. All right, so all of our teams were able to get that. Let's see if they do it once again in our next True or False statement.
White nights occur during winter in high latitudes.
All right, once again, a little bit of discussion going on with all of our contestants here. Can't give them all the time. 3 seconds on the clock. Let's get your answers in now.
All right. So we are seeing a little bit of deviance from KNCL with false. Let's see what the answer was. It was false.
It was false. All right. Well, you know what? In fact, it's not winter.
No, it's actually summer.
That's right, which is the reason why it's false. KNCO with the points there. All right, don't worry, though. We have our third true or false statement. Let's take a listen.
For the same amount of time, walking is better than running to reduce body fat.
I've been on a diet lately. Didn't do any one of those, walking or running.
Basically, you have no knowledge on this question then.
Nope.
Let's give our contestants 3 seconds to get their answers in.
Let's get your answers in now. All right. So once again, we have one team who is going to go the other way compared to the other 3 teams.
Yes.
Apple says true. Other 3 teams says, no, it's false. Well, we'll find out.
Yes,
false.
it is indeed false. Running is more efficient in terms of burning body fat.
So that's the reason why I wasn't losing weight.
No, the reason why is you weren't doing either, SJ. All right, great job there to our teams. Now let's move on with our next statement.
The first stamp was made in England.
All right, we don't see a lot of these days. Not a lot of people send mails, right?
That's so dinosaur ages, SJ.
Yeah, stamps. The first stamp was made in England. Let's get your answers in now. 3 seconds.
All right. Lucky 4 is sticking out with false, and the rest of the teams think that it is true.
Well, we'll find out. Let's take a look at the answer. It's true. Now, believe it or not, the British Parliament adopted the world's first stamp, check this out, way back in 1839, and it was issued in 1840.
Wow.
That's a long time ago.
Wait, I'm kind of curious. Have you guys ever licked a stamp?
You're like, why would we lick a stamp?
You used to have to lick stamps to stick it.
And if you were lucky, you get the mint flavors. If you're lucky, though. But nowadays, we have the stickers, and in fact, we don't use a lot of them, right?
And I feel old.
All right. Let's just quickly move on to our next true or false statement.
The first artificial satellite was launched by the United States of America.
Some discussion going on with our teams. Think, think, think. Unfortunately, 3 seconds.
Let's get your answers in.
All right, we got some teamwork going on here with Wings.
Yeah, it seems like Wings, they're very excited to press that buzzer. But once again, it's always like the one team that goes away from the other teams right now. We have Wings who says it's true. All the other schools said it's false.
And the answer, please? Yes.
It's false.
It was false. It was actually the Soviet Union that was responsible with that feat, right?
That's right, but it was the United States who, of course, sent the man in the moon for the first time.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of our true or false. SJ, do you want to give us a score recap, please?
All right, it's a lot closer than you think from before. Now, after 2 rounds, we still have Team Apple in the lead with 200 points. Lucky 4, they're still in second place with 160 points. KNCL with 120 points. And Wings, it's not too far back. You guys are really close, 100 points.
All right, this is good momentum that we're seeing. Here's more opportunities for you to earn points in our next round. We call it Word Up.
Now this is round 3 with Word Up. Of course, 15 different words to unscramble depending on which category it is, and you also only get 60 seconds.
That's right. So we shall see how quick our teams are, and of course their spelling is very important. If you guys are ready, we will show you our 15 words.
Restaurant. So these are all words related to restaurants.
So go ahead and work as quickly as you can. I see them pulling apart some of these very scrambled words. Today's list, though, relatively on the shorter side on average, right?
And for our viewers out there, if you're wondering why Angela and I are quiet at times like this, it's because we're trying to solve it ourselves.
I don't know if it's because I go to restaurants a lot, but today's one I'm pretty confident with myself.
Yeah. Let's see if our students are also confident with their answers. There's now 10 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds. Get your final words in there.
All right, markers down,
Markers down.
Up.
So our staff members got really busy and they tried to figure out how many words all of our contestants were able to get. We had some interesting words here and there.
Okay.
The team with the most number of words, before you go into that,
Yes.
let's first take a look at the all 15 words unscrambled. So these were the
Okay.
words.
All right, so now that we have a better idea of what the answers were, how many did each team get?
All right, now the team that were able to get the most number of words, it was Lucky 4 with 12 words. They could have gotten 13.
So they misspelled one?
They left out the S in chopsticks. Now there's 2 sticks in the chopsticks, so they were able to get 12. Apple came in second with 10 words.
Very nice.
Also, Wings and KNCL, they had the same number of words with 5 each.
All right, great job. So breaking it down, Lucky 4 with 400 points, tied with Apple also with 400 points. After that, we have KNCL with 220 points and Wings not too far behind with 200 points.
That's right, but don't worry, all of our contestants out there, with our final round in the first half of Quiz Whiz Junior, you're able to get a number of points there, 50, 40, 30, and so on. So get ready. We're going to jump right into round 4. This is
What Am I? This is What Am I? And we have 5 riddles prepared, like always, for our teammates. And whatever amount of hints they need to solve that riddle will determine how many points they get. So 1 hint, 50 points, 2 hints, 40, so on and so forth.
That's right. Now, 50 pointers are pretty hard, but hey, if you're able to get it, it's going to really, really help you out, right? So all of our contestants out there, if you're ready, carefully take a listen. This is our first statement.
19th century American inventor Alicia Otis made a version of me.
All right, we have 2 letters there, the V and the E.
That was kind of a hard hint, right?
All right, there's some discussion going on, but we can't give you... Oh, wings!
Violin.
Violin.
No, and... Oh, lucky 4.
Lucky 4.
Elevator.
Elevator. That's correct.
I wasn't really expecting anyone to get it on that first hint.
Wow, 50-pointer. We finally got it once again. That was worth 50 points. Lucky 4. I don't know if that was luck or pure knowledge.
Yep. Great job, though. That was riddle number 1. Here comes riddle number 2.
I feature various shapes or depictions.
Pretty vague sounding first hint.
That's right. So we're going to put 3 seconds on the clock.
Okay, no takers. Let's bring that down a little bit. 40 points, please.
I am a reward for your efforts.
Lucky 4.
Medal.
Metal.
Very good. I think we're going to have to give them a medal.
That's right. Now they go from 50. Now they have 40 points. They're going to increase their lead. All right, don't worry, guys. We still have 3 more riddles. Speaking of which, this is our 3rd riddle. Let's take a listen.
People like to gather around me.
Okay, so the letter E has been revealed. Discuss it a little bit more before I say 3 seconds.
All right, don't blame you guys. That was pretty tough. Well, let's see if the next hint will help you. Here's our 40-point hint.
I have 4 legs, but I cannot walk.
Lucky 4 again.
Table.
Table.
That is correct. And a lot of collective awes, right? Because I think they realized Lucky 4 was correct.
That's right. Well, Lucky 4, they're in a roll right now. 3 straight riddles they're able to get, but don't worry, we have 2 more riddles left. Let's take a listen to our next one.
I have a narrow waist.
I don't have an I in my name.
Okay, so I, nobody? All right.
No taker so far.
3 seconds.
All right, the 50-pointer is gone, but here's our 40-point hint.
My name originates from the Latin word vitula.
Lucky 4.
No way.
Violin.
Violin. Oh, wow.
Correct. Now remember, violin actually came out as an answer earlier
That's
for another
right.
riddle.
Exactly. Well, oh, violin. I see where the waist comes from. All right, I get it. All right, that was worth 40 points. We still have 1 more riddle to take a listen to, so let's take a listen.
I change depending on your month of birth.
change depending on the month of your birth, huh?
There's some people wondering, thinking. 3 more seconds to let you think. Any takers? It's too difficult.
Yeah, there was a lot of confused faces there. Well, let's see if they can get it with their 40-point hint.
People want to own me.
Lucky 4.
Jewel.
Jewel.
Get out of here. No way. You know, this is the first time that one team has just swept the entire riddle section.
You guys did not share a single riddle with the rest of the teams out there, huh?
I can't believe it, to be honest with you. Well,
Wow.
this certainly did help them increase their lead.
Okay, and it was a significant lead at that. Lucky 4 with 610 points, putting them in first place, and that has clinched their spot to move on to the second half. And second place went to Apple with 400 points. You guys will also be moving on. And then KNCL with 220 points and Wings with 200 points.
That's right. Now, all of our contestants, whether you move on to the next round or not, you guys did a great job. You guys were really fun. But congratulations to Lucky 4 and Apple. We'll see you in the second half.
Let's give them a round of applause.
가장 아쉬웠던 거는 스피드 퀴즈가 제일 아쉬웠던 것 같아요. 계속 막 패스하고 설명을 잘 못하고 답변도 잘 못해서 그래서 제일 아쉬웠어요.
월요일마이가 제일 아쉽고 재밌었어요. 4번째 문제를 맞출 수 있었는데 상대편이 먼저 버저를 눌러갖고 아쉬워요.
월드업이랑 트루 폴스예요. 트루 폴스는 저희가 다 이겼으니까 재밌었고 또 그냥 월드업을 뭔가 섞어놨는데 찾는 게 좀 재밌었어요. 6학년 때 다 같이 또 올라와가지고 5학년들을 쳐 부수자.
We started with 4, and now we are down to 2. We have our 2 finalist teams for the second half of Quiz Whiz Junior and Team Showdown starting us off. So we have cleared the slates.
That's right.
Back at 0, right? And lucky 4 Apple. But we are going to go with the team that had the higher number of points for the first half, which was lucky 4.
That's right. And I do believe that Cheon is going to choose her first opponent. Now, you do have to be careful. Sometimes you pick an opponent, and they're really strong.
Yes.
Right?
And if it's that person that's going to eliminate all 4 members, then no opportunity for you to earn points.
That's right. And we've seen that happen. So, Cheon, with that said, no pressure. Who's your first opponent?
시우.
Shiu. All right, we heard it.
So Shiu, come on. This is your opportunity to shine.
All right, it's going to be Shiu versus Cheon. Let's get you guys up there. Now we have Cheon who selected Shiu. Shiu was not so happy about being picked first, but hey, you never know what he's capable of doing, right? Now, once again, Angela, we are in the city of Daegu right now.
That's right.
Daegu is known for many things, but from what I understand, Cheon is a big fan of the Samsung Lions.
Oh,
is that
wow.
true?
Yes.
Who is your favorite player on the team?
구자욱.
All right, let's be honest now. Is it because he's handsome or is it because he's a good player?
Both.
Yes, that's right.
Honestly answered.
Kujauk looks more like a model than a baseball
Oh,
player.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I also know Daegu has one of the hottest summers in Korea. And Shu, so give us some tips. How do you beat the heat during Daegu's hot summers?
First, we should not move at home, and
Right?
we must not go out.
Must not go out. So stay home and study?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so that's how they keep themselves cool during the hot and blistering hot heat in Daegu. All right, if you guys are ready, Jian versus Shiu. Take a listen to our first question.
Pick the 2 devices using the principles of the lever. A. Elevator. B. Bottle opener. C. Tow truck. D. Scissors.
Chu.
Yes.
B and D.
B and D.
Correct. Very good job. Now, the other two, they use, I guess, the concept of pulleys. So that was the difference between two of those and the other two.
That's right. The very contestant who said, "Ah," was able to eliminate Chia. Now, before we say goodbye to her, Shiu, it's your turn to choose your next opponent.
예서.
Yes.
So Yeso is here now at the mic, ready to defend her team Lucky 4. Now we have our next question. Listen carefully.
What kind of festival do the following places have in common? Busan, Cannes, Venice, Berlin.
All right, Yeso.
Film festival?
Film Festival. Yes, that was the answer we were looking for. Yeso, you just eliminated Shu. Who would you like to have as your next opponent?
Subin?
Subin. Come on down.
It's Subin versus Yeso. We'll find out who gets eliminated and who stays on board with our next question.
Both these artworks were made during this period. This period is a cultural movement that started in Italy in the 14th century and lasted until the 17th century, literally meaning rebirth. What is the name of this period?
Yes.
A Renaissance period?
Renaissance.
Yes, that was the one we were looking for.
That's right. It's the Renaissance period, right?
All right, so Yeso has eliminated Subin. Before we send Subin back up, who would you like to pick next, Yeso?
세현?
Sehyun. It's Taehyun versus Yeso. Now we'll see whether or not Taehyun can rescue Team Apple with this next question.
Which sport is described in the following hints? Strike, pitcher, glove, home run.
Yeso.
Baseball?
Baseball.
Yes, that was correct. Just like that, Yeso has eliminated another member of Apple. We're already down to the final member.
That's right. So we only have Chium
Yes.
as our final contestant. So Chium and Sehyun, let's have you guys switch places.
I hate to put the pressure on Jium, but it's all up to her now to save her team from full elimination. Let's have our potentially final question.
What color would you get when mixing the colors in the blank spaces? A night in which it never gets completely dark. Blank night. A device used in aircraft or automobiles to record information related to flight or driving. Blank box.
Yes, yes, ha.
Gray?
Gray. Is it gray? Yes, that was the answer we were looking for.
All right, black and white, you combine that together and you get gray, right?
Very good to Yeza for piecing that together. That means that Jium has been eliminated.
That's right, which means the very last member of Apple has been eliminated, which means Lucky wins this round. Let's get you guys back to your teammates. All right, now before we do move on to the next round, it's time to take a look at the scores right now. And it's kind of obvious, right, with the whole elimination thing here and there. If you're able to eliminate all the members of one team, you get 400 points, which Lucky
Yes.
4 has.
That's right. So that puts them in the lead. And of course, Apple having eliminated just one member, they have 100 points.
Yeah, that's right. But don't worry, though. It's the second half where you could get a number of points left and right. It's not over till it's over. So all of our contestants out there, get those points. Speaking of which, round 2, this is Brain Flash. All right, this is round 2 with Brain Flash, where your memorizing skill can come in handy. Of course, you'll see 12 different words. In 15 seconds, our clue givers will have to memorize, whereas, of course, our guessers will try to figure out what one word they all have in common.
All right, so 15 seconds. We have that ready for you along with our photos. If you look at Lucky 4, it seems that we have Hyobin, who will be doing the guessing of the common link, and Jiyeon doing the memorizing. And for Apple, we have Jiyeon doing the memorizing and Sehan doing the guessing.
That's right. So let's put 15 seconds and our 12 words.
Something about today's word selection, very busy and colorful, no?
It is very colorful.
All right, less than 3 seconds. And time.
All right, so those were your 12 words. Now, Lucky 4's Jiyeon, you are in the lead right now, so you get to say the first word. What is it?
Magic.
Magic.
Jiyeon?
ID.
ID.
Payphone.
Wallet.
Tarot.
Jim. She seems stuck. 3 seconds. All right. Which
goes
means
back.
Jiyeon.
Yes.
Plastic.
Any other words?
No.
All right, no more words.
Okay.
So going first, it is going to be Lucky 4. So let's get Hyobin back with us. Let's get her headphones out and her masks out and her earplugs out.
Hello, Hyobin. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Now, we had Jiyeon, who was able to memorize 4 words. That's actually double the amount of the other team, so hopefully that will help you. Here they are. So one word we are looking for that links all 4 of these together.
What do they all have in common? 3 seconds.
Anything?
Ooh,
No,
nothing.
no guess. Okay.
All right.
That means it's Apple's turn. Let's get Sehan back with us. Hello, Sehan.
All right. Sehan, you might not get a lot of help, but it might be enough to get that one word that we're looking for here. So let's take a look at those words.
Card.
Card. So let's see if card was indeed the answer. That was what we were looking
But
for.
before that, let's take a look at the other words that weren't memorized. There was a lot. There was board games, key, public transportation, payment, birthday, referee. All of those have this one word in common, and it is card.
It was indeed card. That means Apple gets the extra points for guessing that common link. Lucky 4, don't worry, you still get points for memorizing the cards. Now, we're going to switch this whole shebang up with our 2 members who couldn't speak this round. Let's give them an opportunity to play.
For Lucky 4, it's going to be Yeonji who's going to be doing the memorizing, whereas Yeso will try to guess that one word. And as for Team Apple, it's going to be Subin who's going to be guessing, whereas Shu will do all the memorizing.
All right, we have our next batch of flashcards or pictures. Let's show them to you guys and let's get to memorizing. This is a lot less colorful than the last batch. Totally different category. We are looking at 5 seconds. All right, time is up.
All right, so Lucky 4, you guys are still in the lead. So Yeonji, you get to say the first word.
Zoo.
Zoo.
tail,
2016.
circus,
So far, so good.
Zika virus.
Zika virus. Uh-oh.
banana,
Primate.
It's back to Shu.
mascot of 2016 Rio Olympic,
That was a long word to memorize. All right.
Fingerprints.
Oh, wow. So they said, I'm all tapped out. 3 seconds.
All right, Yeonji, anything more?
No.
No, that's it. Okay, so they were able to memorize each of their own batch. And we are going to start with Lucky 4. Of course, we have Yesha. Let's bring her back, please. Hi, Yesha. Hi. All right, so we have your words for you. And here they are. 5 in total.
That's right. What do these all have in common? What's that one word we're looking for?
Monkey.
Monkey. All right. That was Yeza's answer. Now we'll cover up the other hints here. And now it's time to bring back Subin.
Hi, Subin. Welcome back. Now, Shu was able to memorize 4 clues for you to work with.
They all have one thing in common.
monkey,
Monkey.
All right. So both of our teams said monkey. Now, all of these words have one thing in common. What is it?
Yes. All right, monkey. Both teams were able to guess that common link there. And of course, they also got the points for memorizing.
That is correct. All right, so after all that, we have our score after the 2 rounds here. Lucky 4 still in the lead right now. You have 680 points. Team Apple, you guys are not far behind, 420 points.
Okay, so we have our last one, and this will determine which team will be today's championships. This is Final Battle. And this is the round where we have a number of questions prepared for our teammates. And of course, they range in difficulty. And if you joined us last week on Quiz Whiz Junior, you'll notice that we do have a chance card that our students are able to use. And this basically works where before the question is read out, if you have a category you want to use the chance card on, you simply buzz in and raise it again before the question.
That's right. Here's the thing, though. You have to do this if you're really confident, because let's say you use the chance card and you get it wrong, well, you're going to be deducted 100 points.
And the chance card will allow that team to be the only team to answer for that category. And of course, you only have 1 chance card for this entire round.
All right. So with that, let's first take a look at the categories you'll be facing today.
Now,
all right.
So we have a predetermined order that our production team came up with.
But at the same time, though, I want to go first on this one.
Yes.
We've been talking a lot of sports. We talked about baseball. We have a fan of the Lions. We had baseball as one of the answers in one of our games. So I'm going to go with sports.
Of course. So sports for 100. Listen carefully.
Listen carefully to the following dialogue.
So, Ashley, what have you been up to these days? You know, I haven't been seeing you around.
Well, you know, honestly, I've been trying a new challenge these days.
Challenge? What kind of new challenge?
Well, here's the thing. I kind of want to be a pacemaker.
Pacemaker? Whatever for?
Well, here's the thing. I think it's more like I'm preparing for this sport. So I think by being a pacemaker, it will really help me out.
Huh, pacemaker, huh? Well, good luck on that new goal of yours.
Thank you.
Here is the question. The pacemaker the man is trying to become refers to a person used in this sport to set the pace for participants. The pacemaker runs next to participants in order to help them maintain an adequate pace. This sport was a taboo issue for the longest time in Iran. What is this sport?
Lucky
And-
4.
Yes.
Marathon.
Marathon.
That is correct. All right, let's see what our next category is. Music for 200.
French composer Camille Saint-Saëns used many instruments to mimic animals. In The Cuckoo in the Depths of the Woods you are listening to, he used the piano to create a woodland atmosphere, while he used this instrument to imitate the cry of the cuckoo. In orchestral music, this instrument is the only woodwind instrument to use a single reed. What is the name of this?
Apple.
Clarinet.
Clarinet.
Yes, that is correct. Taeyeon was able to bring that one in, and that gives them 200 points.
That's right. All right, let's take a look at our next category and question.
Why science for 300?
Ooh. Any chance takers? Nope. Let's take a listen.
This is said to have been named after a Viking who unified Scandinavia. Most wireless speakers these days use this technology to play music without the need of audio cables. This is a wireless networking technology.
Apple.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Very good job. More and more things becoming wireless and Bluetooth these days, so I'm sure that's a word they're familiar with. 300 points added for Apple.
That's right. That is changing the way the game looks right now, but still we have many more questions to take a listen to. Speaking of which, what is our next category? Historical figures for 100.
Two of the prizes established by the UNESCO have relationships to South Korea. One of them rewards contribution to the promotion of literacy and was named after this man. This man of the Joseon dynasty created the Hunminjeongeum.
And that would be Lucky 4's Chium.
King Sejong.
King Sejong.
That is correct. This is a very, very close game right now, not even 100 points apart.
Not at all. But the good news is there's still a lot of more questions left, right?
So next category is Why art for 300?
These works were made by Pablo Picasso using this technique. This technique consists of composing a work of art by pasting on a single...
Lucky 4.
Collage.
Collage. Wow! Collage. That was worth 300 points for you guys. You guys are taking the lead back. Now remember, both our teams still have their chances left, and there's 2 more questions. So once again, if you want to use it, ring your buzzer and hold up your chance card. Let's see what our next category is.
Medals for 200.
No chance
No takers.
takers.
All right.
Most bacteria are said to die when coming in contact with this metal. When touching highly poisonous ingredients such as blowfish eggs or certain mushrooms, this metal changes color.
And that would be lucky 4. It seems that Jium once again pressed it.
Silver.
Silver. Yes.
With this point difference, lucky 4, you guys are in the lead by 460 points, which means today, the winner of Quiz Whiz Junior will be lucky 4.
Congratulations to you guys. Wow, so that was so neck and neck. Like, first of all, let's talk a little bit with Apple. I mean, you guys, how come you didn't choose to use the chance card?
We was afraid of minus 100 points.
That's right. That is one thing that you have to also take into consideration. If you get it wrong, minus 100. Metal is not that easy of a category, I think.
It sounds kind of a little bit, I don't know, scary, right? Well, you guys still did a really great job. As for lucky 4, what's your secret? How did you guys prepare for this?
We actually didn't prepare anything except a little bit of go.
Go, go, go.
Oh, wow. Not a lot of preparation, but hey, maybe just watch some of the episodes here on Quiz Whiz Junior, and that might have been enough,
I think they study well normally, right? Okay, so let's first of all give a big round of applause to Lucky 4 and, of course, Apple as well for coming in second. If the viewers at home are anything like you and I, Ashte, I'm sure they're learning as much as we are with every question that these intelligent students are able to pull through. In fact, we look forward to meeting more of such students from Korea.
That's right. We always welcome more contestants here on our program. And if you're interested in being part of Quiz Whiz Junior, all you have to do is log on to www.arirang.com, go to Quiz Whiz Junior, and let us know.
All right, so we look forward to meeting with you guys. But until then, it's time to say goodbye.
That's right. It's time to say goodbye, but we'll see you guys again, same time, here on Quiz Whiz Junior.
This Arirang TV program is brought to you by Hwangwoo Books and Yerimdang Publishing Company Limited.